Real talk, 9 to 10, king over everything. 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 Welcome to the Real Talk, 9 to talk. 5 brothers conversing, 2 knowledge reflecting the spark. It's not a style, Harlem Live, New York. Go with the official realness, blowing up to the charts. So let's fly to the dirty south, let's see what's shaking. Julie great, Georgia Live, straight from Macon. Dollar bill, will y'all? Yes, sir, see. Dallas, Texas, let's debate, no controversy. Let's keep going. Super Dave, the OG. San Diego, the Yale kid, the OG. I know y'all got a film on Frisco KID. People are all fake from Silverado KEV. It's history in making. You know the biz. D-Sizzle. Said it best, I know what it is. It's real talk, not a talk. Not a gang over everything. And you know how we live. Real talk, 9 to 10, gang over everything. 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 Real talk, 9 to 10, gang over everything.
Touchdown! San Francisco!
You never get tired of hearing.
All right, what's going on, Empire? What's going on, fellow faithfuls? As you now know, we're the Real Talk Niner crew. And today we have company. As you guys can see, the man who needs no introductions. Before we get started, let me introduce the crew. All right, from my left to your right, from San Diego, California, we call him the Dago Kid. Not just any cousin, but our first cousin. Give it up, y'all, for Super Dave, the OG.
I feel like I should go up the rock.
Okay, we're going to slide on over to the Southwest. This is our little brother. Now, some say he's controversial, but I say he just got a whole lot of passion. Let's give it up, y'all, for Dollar Bill. Well, hey, Dollar Bill. Okay, we're going to scoot on down to the dirty South. Georgia, that is. The Macon kid. From the Mactown with the lady Mactown. Give it up, y'all. For Jude the Great.
Yeah.
Jude the Great.
What's that?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, we're going to scoot one over to the west side, the best side, from Portland, Oregon. The man who needs no introduction, representing the Left Shoe Podcast. Give it up, y'all, for Rob Shoe. Hey, and that famous mug. Third. Last but damn sure not least, also from the west side, the best side. From Frisco, Fillmore's finest. Give it up, y'all. Silverado Kid. Hey, Silverado. Right on. I'm sorry. I was last. Not Kev. Damn sure not least. From Harlem, New York. Give it up for the faithful of all faithfuls. Niner style. Hey, it's me, y'all.
All right.
Okay, guys, time to stamp it.
Welcome to the home of that official realness. Let's get it in with Real Talk, Niner Talk.
All right, guys, let's talk about it, man. Let's get into it, man. We took care of them frauds, man. We knew what they were all along. You know, what's my man who passed from Minnesota? They are who we thought they were. I should have got this. Yeah, I should have got that sound bite up, man.
And you know what though? We didn't let their ass off the hook.
No, not one bit.
No, we did not.
No, I've
got close.
At work, I have some Dallas fans who tried to convince me that we didn't kick their ass all that bad. But I say, listen, man, if you take away number 10's fourth quarter mishap, you guys were pretty much done.
Right.
And we can't totally kill Jimmy because he did find a way to win the game. But we are gonna talk about it because enough is enough of his shit. You guys know how we feel about Jimmy here. So this is not going to be a dump on Jimmy party, but no, we're going to put a portion aside for Jimmy. You know,
All
so
right. It's one of the better defensive performance considering Bosa was out for most of the game, and they still held it together even though Fred Warner suffered that ankle injury. You know, if he's in there, Dak Prescott doesn't run free for that touchdown and make it close.
Right. But Kev had an interesting perspective on that. You said that was Aziz blew that coverage, correct?
Yeah, what I was saying was, if you look at it, but be it there in zone or man, if you look at the responsibilities and the threats, Aziz had the quarterback on that particular play. For whatever reason, he jumped left on the under routes, and that took off left. I'm saying to his right. You know what I'm saying? So, had Fred been in there, he don't blow that responsibility. And don't get me wrong, Aziz is a hell of a player. It's just that he had a brain fart, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We stepped at that W at the Cowboys.
It happens, man. We held on and we got it done. But at the end of the day, the dramatics at the end, we could have did without. You know, like I said, you know, the 49ers are good for TV. And because of number 10, bad for our blood pressure, man.
You know, the ironic thing here is that Dak getting those extra yards may have cost them that last play, right? If we had covered that better, if we had tackled them right away, they would have spiked it for sure and gotten one more shot. But he got those added yards, and that was all she wrote. Yeah, we opened it up. He just had to take it. Right. That's right.
For something like that, you're only supposed to run 10 yards. He ran over 20.
Over 20. I'm sorry, guys, real quick. Go ahead, Kev.
Well,
I want to get Kevin here because I know he's on limited time.
Just to be clear, I'm talking about that touchdown where Dak ran in off the left side.
Right.
On that play, you know,
he was clear.
Had the quarterback because everybody else was manned up. You see what I'm saying? So if you notice, he came left to pick up the slot guy, but when he didn't have to, they were manned up. So had he stayed in the middle, he could have beat Dak to the corner. You know, that's all good. But back to what you were saying, Rob, you're right. I'm glad they tackled him when they did because any earlier it was more time clock.
Yeah. But like I said, I got to give it to the defense, man. You know, big up to them guys, man. Big up to the defense, man. I mean, they stood in there and they you know, they kept giving it to them. You know, and I got a question, guys. So somebody tell me what happened to old badass Micah. What was all that shit he was talking about? Bully.
Exactly what
bully thing. Didn't they knock him out?
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Didn't they knock his ass out the game?
He came back.
Kittle
came out. But for a minute there, he was Michael Jackson. Mika, are you okay? Mika, are you okay? Are you okay, Mika? Knocked his ass right out. Get out of here, man. You know, that's what don't pay to talk, man. Just get out there and do your talking on the field.
They showed him on the sideline with a little cartoon birds around his head and shit.
He was talking about getting bullied, and he got bullied for sure.
He got bullied. That's exactly what happened to him.
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened to him. They got a good dose of Debo.
I felt more sorry for Diggs. Did you see the shot that he took from Jennings?
I loved it.
Oof.
I felt sorry for Diggs because his ankles got broke all game.
Yes.
Ayuk was man.
Ayuk was wide open.
Yeah,
Ayuk was killing them.
See, Rob, then what is it? All road leads back to who? Number 10. So I mean, I know guys, you know, they say we are tough on Jimmy on here. We're tough on him. We are. I mean, he's a quarterback. He's our leader on the field. He's got to do better. He's got to do better. You know, I know a lot of people want to look past the fact that, you know, he almost blew the game because we won. But come on, man, that interception. Come on, he had a check down in front of him. He could have thrown it away. Could have done a lot of things. He didn't have to let that sail like that. It was a really unnecessary and just a bad time to throw that interception.
Yeah, we got to understand, you know, being a 49er faithful, you know, nothing's wrong with being real as well. You can be a 49er faithful and be real at the same time. I mean, yes, we still won the game, but Jimmy Garoppolo, as we all saw it, gave Dallas a chance to get back in that game.
They were dying.
You know,
they were dying.
Regardless of what you say about his thumb or shoulder sprain, if you're out there playing with that injury, you have to go out there and perform at a top level, whether you're hurt or not. And due to the fact that Jimmy Garoppolo, you know, made those mistakes, it gave Dallas a chance to get back in the game. And it's just another game to where we just had to take heart pills for it because we wasn't going to know, you know, what was going to happen because of that. Because we got to look at it. Dak Prescott ran in that touchdown off that interception. So, you know, I mean, understand we win the game. I understand we won the game, but at the same time, Jimmy Garoppolo has to stop making consistent mistakes, because it's going to come a point in time where those mistakes that Jimmy make, he may not come out, or the defense or anybody won't be able to get him out that hole. We may lose that game because of that mistake. So I mean, Jimmy got by this time, but he can't do this against Green Bay, not at all.
Hey, look.
He did show some resilient moments. I'm thinking about that second drive where we took that sack and then the penalty right after that. Then he found juice and we still made it field goal range. That could have been big. It could have been a momentum killer early in the game there. So he had some moments, but we all think that, you know, he's due for one interception, one foul up. And we were discussing it's only a matter of when it happens in the game. Will it happen early where we can actually deal with it, or will it happen later in the game where it's more crucial? It just happened to happen later in the game, and so it put us on pins and needles there.
I mean, all we ask is just for Jimmy just to not start fires and then turn around and put it out. Just don't start the fire at all. That's all we ask.
Hey, look, me and Don was talking during the game, and it seemed like Jimmy was trying to point shade, because some of the stuff that he was doing early on in the game didn't make no sense. Because I mean, you can't miss no wide open Ayuk and all the little blunders he was making, because we really should have been up 21-0 early on in this game. We should have scored touchdowns, man. It seemed like Jimmy was just doing just enough to keep us ahead and to keep the score. It just seemed like he was point shaving. It didn't seem right to me.
Yeah, I saw it as a little bit different in the first half. I thought the first half was pretty legit for Jimmy. When I went back and rewatched the game, it just so played out that I was able to watch the entirety of the first half in my game review and then had to pause it there. And if you go back and just watch the first half, you would think to yourself, man, the Niners are about to light Dallas up. I mean, they are moving the ball. Jimmy looks sharp. I think he was 3 of 4 or 4 of 5 on third downs. I mean, he was moving the ball. He was putting it on target. But I know exactly what you mean. Then you know what's coming, or you fear what's coming. And your heart starts to skip a beat because you say, well, it's only a matter of time before that other side of Jimmy makes an appearance. But I do have to give him credit. I've got no problem criticizing the guy because it's pretty easy to do, right? He gives us plenty of ammunition to take shots at him on a continual basis. Mm-hmm. But that first half, I got to hand it to him. If we can play 4 quarters of football the way he played that first half against Dallas, we can beat anybody in these playoffs.
Right.
It's funny you said it. Just last week, man, we prayed to the football gods for Jimmy just to give us 4 clean quarters. You know, we prayed to the football gods, please, just give us 4 clean quarters, man. That's all we asked for. We ain't asked for too much. You know, just give us 4 clean quarters of football, Jimmy, with no turnovers, man. If you take and the numbers don't lie. They say when he doesn't turn the ball over, we are undefeated. We don't lose.
Right.
So, I mean, how much clear can it get? You know? And I know you hear the term Jimmy sexuals, you know, that we got Jimmy sexuals all over the place that like to combat us. That's okay. But at the end of the day, the numbers don't lie. You can't argue with the numbers.
No, I find it weird, you know, that we polarize everything, right? That we like to get into our separate camps when I know that the truth, especially in this one about Jimmy, is much more in the middle. You got to take the good with the bad because that's who he is. He is consistently inconsistent. That is how I describe Jimmy Garoppolo. It's who he is. It's what his game is. It's just amazing to me. You know the interception's coming, but his ability to throw the interception or make the costly error at exactly the wrong time is spectacular. I mean, 10 out of 10 for Jimmy Garoppolo in picking his spots to give me a heart attack.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. You heard it here first. We are saying it's a possibility Jimmy's out there shaving points. I wouldn't be surprised if it came up years later. Jimmy because come on, we do just enough to win the game.
I don't even want to think about that possibility.
Man, listen, it happens in sports all the time. It happens. It comes out later. I'm sure it'll come out. I would not be surprised if it came out later. Jimmy G was on the tape.
Think about the interception he threw. He didn't have to throw that ball to that man. Throw it out of bounds.
You
didn't have to throw that. You looked right at all them white jerseys over there, and you still threw it.
Listen,
I mean, come on, man.
What you had with NBA refs? what was it? Donovan, my man, you know, the ref was line in that game that just saw a show on Netflix. The guy from Arizona State, the guard,
Right.
you know, shaving points. It's big business in sport in Vegas. It's big business.
Hey, I mean, Jimmy's he's trying to double up his 130 million. Those California taxes are a son of a bitch, and you got to make your money where you can.
Some of the ones he throws.
You got to look at it this way, man. Everybody just go back and just rethink that fourth quarter interception. Look at the options that he had there. Why did you choose that?
It was an overthrow. Sherfield was open.
Yes.
Right.
He just overthrew it.
Listen, he does it. Like you say, Rob, at the rate that he does it, you got to start to question shit. Like, come on, man. It ain't that much coincidence in the world.
It was kind of similar to the one that he threw to Brandon Ayuk when Brandon Ayuk had caught it right there at the marker. Then he turned around and reached out for it was kind of the same thing. Now, he did it that time, but then he
got
did
the ball on there.
with Sherfield and he overthrew it. That's what we're saying. He can't do it twice. Like, he does it one time, and then the next time it's crazy. And then he does it's just the inconsistency. That's all it is with him.
He does a good job of trying to sell it, but he ain't fooling me, man. Like I said, it's gonna come out later. Y'all gonna say Dono and Judy, y'all guys were right, man. Real talk, line of talk. Them dudes is on point, man. They caught it. Jimmy out there shaving points, man. But listen, guys, I wanna we got the real talkers in the building, man, and pardon us, you know, and they're on fire, man. They're in here, man, in droves, man, and I know they're feeling neglected. So we're gonna get on over to the roll call. Hey, it's the roll call. It's the roll call. Now, first in the building, we got to get up to our girl. I'm sorry. Hip hop and you don't stop. Give it up for Bebop. Bebop Jones. Give it up for Bebop. Y'all. Hey. All right, let's give it up for the fellas over at Forever Faithful Podcast. FFP. Give it up to those guys.
Yes, sir. What's happening?
Uh-oh, don't say wow and don't say ow. Say, give it up for Tanya. Tanya, say ow.
Say ow.
Give it up for Tanya, y'all. Say ow.
What's up, Tanya?
All right, and in the place to be, we got our homegirl. She doesn't bite her tongue. Give it up, y'all, for
Yeah,
at least tell you in a minute. This is a rough crowd over here, man. Check out the bazaar. It's my man, Bashar 49er Mike.
What's good, Bashar?
What's up, Bashar?
All right, from Pomona, California, NIA. Give it up for my man P-Town, a.k.a. P-Funk.
P-Funk.
Thank you for joining the discussion tonight. Welcome to Real Talk. Whoa, and it's my man, my mellow. Get on the mic because you know you eat Jello. Give it up, y'all, for Neon Dion. For 49
Dion, what's going on with you?
Dion. Oh, we got the homie out of Oakland. West side, the best side. Give it up for Chris Roy. Yeah.
What's up, Chris?
What's going on,
Good,
Chris? Okay, guys. I'm sorry. Let me find them. Get a long list here. Got to go all the way to the top. StreamYard, why do you do this to me? Guys, go up top. I got my man here. Hold on.
Yes.
Around the way, give it up for 49er Faithful Dave from PA. Give it up for 49er Faithful Dave PA.
And let's acknowledge that Robbie Gould has had 2 great games back to back.
That's for sure.
All right. In the words of Biggie, it was all a dream. So let's give it up for our boy. I mean the dream. What's going on?
What's up, I mean?
All right, guys, we got a new face in the building. Christopher Lee. What's going on, brother
Oh,
Lee?
yes. This is my man that I connected with after the game. They have their own podcast for the Dallas Cowboys, kind of like our style. They kept it real. They didn't go for any of those referee conspiracies there.
Right.
Shout out to Cowboy Chris there.
All right, Chris, we're going to give you your props.
What's happening, Chris?
What's going on, Chris? Maybe next time we can collab and get some verbal jousting going on, you know?
Yes, sir.
For now, y'all gonna have to deal with this ass kicking for now, you know, to next you know, y'all gotta deal with this shit. What's going on here? Oh, It looks like everybody, guys. I think I got them all.
Everybody had their fun watching the videos of Dallas Cowboy fans crying, some breaking TVs.
Oh, Stephen A was cold-blooded, man. Stephen A was cold.
Man,
Cold.
That Stephen A was
You got Newbie up there too, Don.
Right?
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. Newbie's very conflicted. One minute Newbie comes in here, he's pro Jimmy. Then the next minute he's right on par with us. I don't know, but in any event, let's give it up for our brother Newbie. It's two guys. You know, it's Newbie and it's Newbie. I don't know. I don't know which Newbie we got today, man.
All right.
Oh, we got family in the building. That's
Tony
Jude's
Dean.
first cousin, Tony Dean. Give it up for Tony
What's up,
Dean.
fam?
I think that's everybody. I think I got one more. Hold on. All right, guys, give it up for our brother DR Dexter Rivers. Give it up for Dexter, y'all.
Yes, sir.
What's happening, Dexter?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see what we got here. Y'all guys see anybody else?
I'm looking right now.
I know I don't like to leave anybody out. Yeah, Rob, we can't. No man left behind is the
That's
concept.
right. You got to shout out to people. That's what you're here for.
That's right. So that'll conclude the roll call. Let's give it up for the real talkers.
Now, Rob, I saw your cup earlier there. I'm wondering, do you have that DJ Jones barbecue sauce on you as well?
My man, you know that I do.
Oh man, let me get the solo
Big
layout.
Dave's,
Let me get the solo
what's
layout,
up?
man.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, get that DJ Jones Big Dave's barbecue sauce up on there. I'm telling you, that is what it's all about.
That shit is that's like Pyrex Vision. That's
It is.
I'm telling you, I could, it's like I could be a home shopping network. I got Niners gear. I'm like, oh well, look at this
I like
piece.
That's fire right there.
I mean, we would just show off this great Niners gear.
Yeah, that's fire right there, man. That is fire right there, brother. I like those.
Hey, Rob.
Yes, sir.
Hey, the question is though, is that barbecue sauce finger looking good?
Yes, it is. There's a reason DJ has the pounds that he does. He makes some good barbecue sauce.
You're right.
If that's what helps him clog up the middle, I am all for it.
Get that man more barbecue sauce.
Right.
Okay, we got a question for you from Bebop. She wants to know, is it any good?
It is. It is tasty. I hear it's sold out now. I don't know if it's because I've been promoting it for months now, but now it's hard to find.
I tried to go on the website last night. It is sold out for now.
I got two that I'm going to be giving away on my channel. They're going out to some of my listeners. So a couple of people are getting some of the barbecue sauce.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all a behind the scenes secret. When Rob came on, he had it all in the corner in his mouth and everything. We had a little bit right now.
I will tell you, I did have ribs for dinner after the Dallas Cowboys game. I said, "That's it. I'm eating. I'm getting dirty. I got barbecue sauce all up in my beard. It was all over the place. It was well worth it."
But you know what's funny? I had to eat after the game. I couldn't eat during the game. My nerves were just bad. And
hey, I'm talking about mine too.
When Jimmy threw that interception, man, I got to start pacing and shit. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, I couldn't sit still. I'm like, why?
I was at the airport in Vegas during the third and fourth quarters. They didn't even watch the screens. They just watched for my reaction every time a play was out. There was about 5 Dallas fans there, and as soon as time expired, I'm looking at them. They just walk away on the other side.
Jimmy just can't make life. He just can't make life easy for us.
Can't make it easy, man.
No. Well, I'll tell you this. I think this was everyone's reaction when Jimmy threw that interception.
That's a fact.
Why? I'm banging the tape. Why? I just couldn't understand. Jimmy, why? Just throw it away.
What was bad for me was I didn't see any Dallas fans until that interception happened. Then they just came out of the bars and everything else.
Yeah. Hey, look, I was on FaceTime with D Sizzle, and D Sizzle said, "Man, I got a feeling." He said, "Jimmy ain't threw that interception all game. I got a feeling he's finna throw it." I like, man. I said, all right, man. When he got the phone, man, we're like, all right, bye. Soon we hung up. He threw the interception.
Ain't that about him?
And I was at work, and I was at work watching the game. We got a big screen at our office space. So when I saw what happened, I just took a breath and just dropped my head like.
Yeah, it's like he's going to do it, but you don't want him to do it.
Dallas.
But real quick, guys, let's give it up for
Yeah.
Let's give it up for our girl Mariah 49 faithfully.
Yes, sir.
Mariah.
Thanks for joining the discussion. Yeah, Jimmy just can't help himself, man. Like I said, it's coming. He's going to do it, but you don't want it. And when he did it, I felt this.
You know business, born insecure junkyard mother.
God damn it. Like, come on, Jimmy. I wanted to have a stress-free game. Like I said, we prayed to the football gods. Did we not, guys?
Yeah.
Did we not pray to the football gods? Yeah, we pray on here, Rob. We pray. We go to church on here. Dave is a reverend, by the way. Puts his collar on and we do a whole sermon. We get into it, man. And we prayed, man. Please just help us. And you said $1. The God said, you asking for a lot. He threw one. They did help us out. He only throws two. So I guess they did what they could.
Yeah, because they do usually come in bunches for Jimmy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Hey, look, listen now. He almost had a few more. We just got lucky that those dudes dropped them when they were popped up in the air and they were diving for them.
That's true.
Man.
This is true.
So,
hey guys, she's in the building. I'm sorry. Everything stops when the queen enters the building.
We missed her last broadcast.
That's right. And no broadcast is ever official without the queen.
She's your queen to be, a queen to be forever.
Let's get up, y'all, for Panama Queen.
Panama.
Panamese.
Now, aside from that one pass play where K1 Williams is out of position guarding Cooper, I thought the secondary
he got beat pretty bad on that one.
Excellent job.
Cooper
I only heard the name CD Lamb one or two times, and that was one of the guys I was worried about.
Shut his ass right down.
The receivers, for the most part, were pretty much neutralized.
They were clamped up.
Jam and reroute, nothing. Just beat that boy right to the corner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that seemed like a poor matchup. I feel like when you've got Amari Cooper on K1 Williams single coverage like that, that's a problem waiting to happen.
You're right. But either way, I'm still give a brother's props, man. Let me give it up for D'Amico. Let's give a round of applause for D'Amico, y'all. D'Amico's, there's an old hip hop saying. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. And I can't say that. No, D'Amico's got a little more than 15 cents. He's got much more to work with than Salah had, if that's fair to say. He's making it work.
I want to say this, man. I want to give a big salute to Ambry Thomas. I was looking at the All 22 on Twitter.
All right.
What impressed me was when Ambry Thomas was guarding CD Lamb. It was like Ambry Thomas was running the route for him.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing, man. That shows you the progression of Ambry Thomas, man. That's why I really believe that Ambry Thomas is going to be a key piece to this 49ers, to the organization going forward. He was running CD Lamb's routes. That's awesome. Awesome.
When I heard Ambry Thomas announce he had arrived in the postgame presser, I said to myself, that's the damn confidence that we need to see from him. Because that's what you want from a cornerback, right? Is just ego. You want Patrick, you want Ramsey, you want that. Yeah, of course I'll take your shit, right? Like
you want that swagger.
Go see ball, get ball. And to hear him say those things, it's refreshing. I feel like he is in the right mind space to continue progressing this season.
Absolutely.
Right on.
We're gonna need that swagger next on Saturday.
Facts.
We surely are.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got my guy in the building. Let's give it up for Aaron, 49ers First Takes. What's up, Ron?
The one thing
actually, that was Silverado put me onto that. Ron.
The one thing that the national media kept marveling about is our D line. We don't blitz much, but those guys were able to get at Prescott at will, it seemed. It didn't matter who was clogging up the middle, whether it was Jones, whether it was Gibbons, whether it was Armstead. I mean, we just ate that offensive line up. That's one of the matchups I'm looking forward to next on the Saturday, because Green Bay pretty much did a very good job against us with a patched up offensive line. They get Bakatari back. for this
But
game.
but what that was, we didn't know what we was doing then. We were still trying to figure out the rotation, and
Yeah, we didn't
everybody
have
was
the
trying to
direction
figure
we
out.
have now.
No, I mean, so we a totally different team now, totally
Guys,
different defense.
there's two factors. Remember, Debo didn't play that game. They didn't get Debo.
Mitchell didn't play
They
that
didn't get
game.
Mitchell either.
Neither did
point
Greenlaw.
out too, in terms
And
of the
Norman.
pass rush.
And Norman was our corner.
Go ahead, Kev.
I want to point out too, in terms of the pass rush. Actually, shot the pass rush after Bosa went down because everybody stepped up. And,
Yes.
and one thing about the defensive line, everybody's contributing. Nehu, Key doing his thing, DJ Jones doing his thing, Armstead, Givens. It's like a group effort. And my thing was, Dak was under considerable and consistent
Pressure.
just onslaught by the whole D line.
The whole
we don't really have to
every snap.
Every
snap was
and that trade for
it's gonna be Shark Week
Menahu,
again, like Bobby say. It's Shark Week, baby.
yes.
Hey, we
That
was
trade
almost
for Menahu for a 6th rounder looks genius right now.
Genius.
Right.
He had a hell of a game too.
Yeah. Yep.
Shout out to Chris Kasuri, man. Shout out, man. Give him some, Madon. Chris Kasuri.
Hey,
All right.
Yeah, man. Well,
Hey.
let's get these commies, man, because we got a lot of questions here. Here's my Twitter homie, Callie Young. What's going on, Callie? And Callie says, y'all see Greenlaw the boom on Zeke's ass? Our run defense has been on point since moving Armstead to defensive tackle, and DJ Jones has been balling.
right.
You ain't lying, because Armstead is a lot better on the inside, man. It's a lot better on the inside, man. And Armstead's balling out, man. Let me give Armstead
Right.
some. Shit. You know?
Seems like all it took was getting him in one established position instead of molding him from the inside to the outside. I think that just throws off rhythm there.
Uh-huh. Well, let me
Yeah,
tell you, Armstead
reminiscent-
got a lot of people eating crow. He got a lot of people eating crow right now.
Reminiscent of what the Niners did to Jimmy Ward early on, right?
Yep.
Flexing him around, not allowing him to get comfortable. Now you get him in his more natural position, and he still adds value being able to flex to the various spots on the line if needed. But if you're able to keep he and DJ Jones in the interior since our bye week, I mean, number one rushing defense in the league after that move. Completely different team coming up against this Packers offense since our changes in week 3.
Yep.
And being as cold as it's going to be in Green Bay, passing is going to be at a premium. So it's mostly going to be running our run offense against their run defense, which I love that matchup.
Yes.
And we have the number one run defense, as he pointed out, against their rushing offense. I really like our chances this game. I really do.
Wait, guys, we can't give away too much of the pregame. That's Friday. Can't give up too much of pregame. Let's get back to these suckers who we just took care of. And I got something for comedy effect that I meant to play earlier for you guys. And here it goes.
By the way,
That look is this classic, man.
By the way, they found her. They found the identity of that woman on Instagram this
She a
afternoon.
celebrity. She a celebrity now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised Stephen A didn't reach out to her.
Yeah, bring her on.
Yeah, Stephen A was cold-blooded, boy. He tore Michael Irvin up that following morning.
Yes, he did.
You know it's bad when it's the first show he comes back to after a Cowboy loss.
Yeah. And he told Michael Irvin, he said these fans were let down and called him a fool. I said, oh shit, Stephen A, be easy now. He said, because of fools like you. He said, you told Mika Parsons, y'all gave him the Golden Buck too soon. He said, what did he earn? Like they said, when guys came to the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan said, we earned those championships. You didn't earn nothing. You know? So these guys are coming in off of the backbone of what these guys did. You didn't win that stuff. Troy Aikman and Emmett, those guys won those championships. You guys didn't do anything, but they always do that. Jerry Jones, if he's anything, he's a hell of a promoter.
Yes, he is.
I don't care how bad Dallas is doing, they always in the mix of things.
Hey, pull up the last comment that just popped up, done.
I'm sorry, sir. Let me get to you there. Oh, Marquise. Hey, let's give it up for my brother Marquise. He's also a content creator, always faithful 24/7. Make sure
All
you
right.
give those guys a check out, man. They're doing it for the right reason, you know. So I gotta always give guys like that props, man. So Brother Marquise says, do y'all think George Kittle will be used more in the passing game on Saturday? Me and Marquise, we talked about this, Marquise. I said he is due. He's due for a game, though, Dave. He's due for a breakout.
But I don't think it'll be this week.
We're gonna need him in the run game. Yeah.
You see what he did?
Be a lot of run.
Yeah, with Parsons. I mean,
you know, let me tell you, you can't. Shanahan's like a box of chocolates, man. You know, he'll throw shit. He'll throw Kittle back there. He'll have Kittle running the ball. You know, he's done it.
He did the last time they played. He had a carry against the Packers in week 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know what Kyle got up his sleeve. You know.
I just don't want Jimmy to get dependent on Kittle. That usually gets us in trouble. I like it when he spreads the ball around. That makes Kittle more effective than being the primary target. And
but you got Kittle.
Where receivers have stepped up, there's no reason for him to be the primary target at this time.
Yeah, I don't see that happening though. Not with Debo and the boys out there. If Jimmy, see, this is the thing with Jimmy that you got to realize. If all signals are on green on go, if everything is where it has to be, he's actually a decent quarterback. He's pretty good when everything is where it's supposed to be. And John Chapman said it best. I'll say it again. Kyle's first 15 scripted are like a symphony. It's like a symphony. We marched downfield, punched him right in the mouth right away. So I think with all the pieces in there, I think Jimmy he'll do a better job of, you know. But it's always that one off where he'll just do some shit that just a head scratcher. But if Debo and them out there, he relies on Debo, I think, more than Kittle.
Right now,
a lot
he's
more.
the hot hand.
Go ahead, Kev.
You know what's another luxury, man, other than having the best running back and receiver on your team, is the fact that we can use Kittle mainly in the run blocking game and not really have a fall off because Jawan Jennings is balling, boy.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
That was the other thing that's different this time around. Ayuk was in the doghouse in week 3. Jennings wasn't even suiting up in week 3. Those two have played outstanding the past couple of weeks. So you got to cover all 4 primary passing targets. You can't just worry about Debo and Kittle like you did in week 3.
But Ayuk he had some big catches in that game week 3 though.
He did.
I'm not just saying this,
but he was still climbing out of that doghouse back then. Now we're not as worried about that.
We are a better team now than we were then.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And we are better and we're a better team than they were now and then. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
In my opinion. You know, so it's so much more gelling that's going on since that game. And we dare not beat them then. You know what I'm saying? So, and I want to shout out DeMeco Ryans real quick too, because think about it. We shut down the Cardinals, held them to 17 points, and they were scoring 40+ points a game.
Yep.
Way back
all right.
And then the Cowboys, you know, I'm
number one offense in the league.
CeeDee Lamb, you know, Dak doing his thing. All the weapons and 17 points. Come on, man. Hey, shout out to DeMeco. Shout out to Caseric. Boy, this team is special. I might even say even more special than the 2019 team.
Yes, give DeMeco a Don DeMarco for that. DeMeco gets a DeMarco. Okay, Panama says Sanu played week 3.
Yep.
Yeah, but Jennings has been doing so well, he can't put Sanu back on the field right now.
No way. I think it's 24 of Jennings' 27 catches have either been a first down or a touchdown. I mean, forget about that shit. That's crazy. Crazy.
He is Mr. Third Down right now.
Yes.
Right on. And the 49er faithful Dave from PA says he agrees, guys. He concurs. Yes, Jennings is shining. Yes, sir. That's my boy Dave. Dave comes in and gets Don DeMarco's instantly, man. That dude Dave is he is Real Talk certified, you know. Okay, we got newbie, guys. We got newbie. Let's see what newbie's talking about tonight. Using Kittle less as a wide receiver had kept him healthy because Jimmy passes are so bad. See, you know what? When newbie's talking like this, man, we can deal with it. You know what, newbie? We're gonna give you a Don DeMarco tonight.
Don DeMarco.
We're actually gonna give you a Don DeMarco tonight, newbie. Because I mean, I'm telling you, you keep up with us, Rob. You'll see what we're talking about, newbie. We don't know whether he's coming or go. You don't know what you're gonna get with newbie, man. You get an uppercut. You don't know what you're gonna get from newbie, man.
He be just like Jimmy, up and down.
Up and down, right?
Up and down.
Yeah, he ain't lying. He's just like Jimmy.
Consistently inconsistent, huh?
Right.
Right. You know, like I say, sometimes that brother come in here, he's on point, and it's times newbie coming here. Well, it was just a couple of weeks, him and Kev went at it. What was it? What was that? Like 2 or 3 shows ago?
Yeah, 2 or 3 shows ago. Yeah.
Yeah, him and Kev was sitting here going at it, you know. But let's get into
another key point of that game that I think was missed.
Right.
Was when Pollard took that hit. I forget which linebacker actually got him, but when he's a key piece to that game, because if you look at Dallas, it wasn't Zeke doing most of the running; it was Pollard doing most of the running, and it seemed like
Zeke can do anything.
He got hit, that changed their whole strategy. I mean, the run was instantly dead after that. As a third down back after that point.
And words of Mike Tyson, everybody got a plan until they get hit. You know, everybody got their plan until they get hit. They felt that heat, man. And I think our defense did a great job of coming out, putting our foot on their neck, and keeping Dak running for his life for 4 quarters. I think we did an excellent job. You know, so once again, I got to give it up to the defense and
speaking of our defense, this is how I feel. I feel year 1 DeMarco, to me, he performing a little bit better than year 4 Rob Saleh did.
But I mean, is that really fair, considering that Saleh didn't have as much?
That's not really fair, because he has more to work with.
Yeah, I said year 4. I said year 4 Rob Saleh. I didn't say year 1 or 2. I said year 4.
Right.
Before he left. Right.
Although with Saleh, it was a patchwork defense there. We had a lot of injuries.
Right.
That's what happens when you don't have a Bosa, when you didn't have a Richard Sherman, when you didn't have key pieces of that defense from the year prior. So he did the best with what he had there.
But don't get me wrong, Rob Saleh was a good D coordinator, but with DeMarco, I see DeMarco making a lot of adjustments in game when Rob Saleh used to just go with what he knew.
I agree with you. I think his scheming of the defense is much better than Saleh's.
Because Rob Saleh will come out and he'll just play that off coverage at corner the whole fucking game, even though people were getting burned up. They was throwing it short and get runs after the catch, and he just stayed in that same defense the whole game. If DeMarco doing that, he gonna switch it up. He go and play press man.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, it's tough to really compare them because they came in at such different levels with such different teams. But what I can say definitively about Ryans is an amazing first-year coordinator. And the growth that he has shown from week 1 until the playoffs is crazy. I mean, absolutely crazy. There were periods after that Green Bay game in week 3. There were fans that were calling for him, it was too soon to promote him to defensive coordinator. He didn't have the adjustments. Bosa was getting chipped. He couldn't have an answer at the end of it. But you look now at the adjustments he makes and the coverages that he's throwing out there and the balls that he has at times to see that, put up the zero blitz and then come out of it and see that Dallas doesn't have an answer. And then to bring that at a critical point in the game and deliver the Jimmy Ward pressure that causes Dak to throw it away. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable scheme, unbelievable balls. You got to love it.
Well, D'Amico's definitely aggressive. I love that about him.
Yes.
He will bring that fire. And you heard that last play that who was that? The Hail Mary, I forgot who announced that game. Was that Joe Buck?
No, it was Jim Nance.
Yeah, but you heard him. He said they're coming. You've seen everybody getting up on the line. They came for.
Romo the homer.
But guys, did they not come for Dak's ass when he put that blitz on?
Jimmy Ward could have had a sack. He kind of hitched a little bit and slowed up and then went, and they gave Dak an opportunity to scramble out and throw it. But Jimmy Ward, he would have kept going straight. He would have hit him.
But they got to him a few times. Yeah, you're right. But I know exactly the play you're talking about.
Yeah.
Kevin went away. I wanted to ask him about the difference in Saleh and D'Amico Ryans, just in terms of secondary scheming there.
Kevin breaks that stuff down really good, man. Right. He's really good with the breakdown on that. Okay, Real Talkers. We got the president, the vice president of the Real Talkers, Showtime, Daryl Hicks. Give it up for Daryl Hicks, y'all.
What's up, Daryl?
Okay, and Daryl, y'all know Daryl's a wild boy. So Daryl says, Jimmy, I guess fuck you below. Excuse me. I'm just pronouncing that to fuck you below is a wild card to our success. We are paying him $27 million a year to have prayer meeting and to pray he doesn't screw the game up. We had a prayer. Listen, man, we're not the only ones praying. Everybody's praying. Everybody wants this team to win. Is praying when number 10 is under center because you just never know when it's coming.
Even though he had a so-so game, it could be worse. You could be the Dallas Cowboys where you paid somebody a $35 million bonus and a $40 million salary and doesn't know to run the ball and runs the ball 14 seconds left in the game. So it could have been worse.
Yeah, we said that. When we said the guards looked out for us, he threw one. He didn't throw two or three. We listen. We knew that was a tough task, but we had to do it, man. We want to see this team be successful. We want to see this team win, man.
And that's often the case, right? You get what you need, not what you want. You wanted a perfect game, but you got what the Niners needed to get the win.
Right.
Let's give Rob a round.
I'll take that every time.
Right about that. We sit here. Listen, I'd much rather be here with an ugly win than a pretty loss. As they say.
Absolutely.
I'll take it. But come on, Jimmy, you're bad for blood pressure, man. You're bad for blood pressure. Yes, he is, man. All right, in the place to be, we got our girl Denise G. She says, my husband, even a Niners fan, he calls Jimmy Falapolo. She ain't lying. Wow. She ain't lying, boy. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we have a Facebook user. Jimmy finds a way to up a game. And let me tell you something, Rob. I'm glad you're here to see this because I noticed when you on with our brother Aaron, and he mentioned that real talk. We're not fans of Jimmy over here. And what did I say to him? I said, "Listen, man, we're here for the people,
right?"
And you see the comments. This is not even us. This is the comments.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's a very polarizing player. Right? He evokes emotions within us because of his ability to make those bad throws at the exact wrong time. He creates this emotional response in us. And over time, it's like we have PTSD from everything that Jimmy Garoppolo has done. And so when one mistake comes up, all the memories of Jimmy's mess ups come back to us, flooding. And we cannot help but overreact a little bit. I know, I think of myself as a pretty reasonable dude that I see the good and I see the bad and I call out. But you're human,
and I'm sure even you.
In that moment, I was cursing at Jimmy. I was yelling at the goddamn TV. I was pissed.
There you go.
I was like, Jimmy, why?
But this is the question: when are we lying? Are we not telling the truth? That's the whole thing. But I got a gift for you guys. I got something special for you guys. Something I put together. Now, we're saying what we say about Jimmy. His own boys are saying the same thing we're saying. This is synonymous with everyone. And who's his boy? Staley. Staley's not his boy.
Definitely
Joe Staley's his boy. Okay. And here's Joe Staley's take on Jimmy's fourth quarter performance.
Yeah, it can't be unnoticed. I think the offensive line for the 49ers did a tremendous job today protecting Jimmy. But I think we go back and watch Jimmy's performance today. He's going to be upset. I don't think it was a very good game from him. I think that interception that he had in the fourth quarter could have been a huge turning point in the game. It was a turning point in the game, and I think it could have been catastrophic for the team. They had all the momentum, and he just floated a pass. Ball got away from him, and they got all the momentum right there. If they get a first down in that situation and they keep the ball moving, they keep the chains moving, that game's over. We don't have the exciting finish that we just watched at the end of the game. So I think there's going to be a lot to improve on in the playoffs for Jimmy.
Let's give Joe Staley a round of applause, guys. It ain't real talk, Niner talk. Got something against Jimmy.
Let's just hope
that's his boy.
Let's just hope he learns from this because you cannot afford to make mistakes against Aaron Rodgers.
No,
you don't want to do that.
Opportunistic quarterback.
Yeah.
No.
Right. So, SK.
Go ahead, Kev.
Hey, I had to go backwards, but I heard what you said, Dave, about as far as D'Amico Ryans and Robert Saleh. From one DC to another, this is what I see. The fact that D'Amico played the game at this level and at a high level has a whole lot to do with his deeper knowledge than Saleh as well. Something else I think D'Amico does a better job at is maximizing his talent with the players he has around him. You ask me, Saleh was a go-go, leader of a men type guy, but he was more predicated on the talent he had. D'Amico is more predicated on both the talent he had and what to do with it. You see what I'm saying? So, those times where Saleh didn't make really many adjustments, he doesn't really have that profound knowledge the way D'Amico has. So, and shout out to Saleh, I like him. I just got him to compare and contrast. That's just my opinion that he is a better maximizer of talent and knows how to use the pieces he has.
All right, let's give Silverado a round of applause on that DC comparison.
And we forget that D'Amico Ryans was the rookie defensive player of the year the first year he came out. Many people forget that.
Yeah, well, he was a bad boy. D'Amico was a bad boy. He was a bad boy, But we're going to do a little round robin here, guys. Let's talk about the takeaways. We're going to start with Silverado, Rob, you the Great, Sersky, Super Dave, and we'll end with myself. Okay, what say you on the takeaways, Dave? Silverado.
It's been a while, but I feel you. Personally, man, and this ain't being biased at all. There's no team I fear. On the AFC side or NFC side, I really feel like this team has been in playoff mode since the regular season. I really feel like this team has shown they can beat teams in different ways. And the biggest thing about this team, we've shown, unfortunately, we can win games despite Jimmy Garoppolo. You see what I'm saying? And so my thing is, for the people to say, well, look at Jimmy's record. I mean, look at our record with or without Jimmy. I say, you know what? I'll give you that. But of those wins, how many of those wins were despite him versus because of him? So my thing is that this team has learned to kind of play with that handicap. So, hey, let's keep trucking. One more game before it's one more game. So let's go beat Green Bay. And I think we'll knock off Tampa Bay too. See y'all in LA, baby.
Right on.
All right.
Okay, Mr. Shu, what say you?
Yeah, I feel similarly to Kev in that I am not afraid of anyone remaining in these playoffs. I don't care who it is. The 49ers, if they play to their brand of football, if they can establish their run-first identity, if they can control the time of possession, if they can get Deebo Samuel fed throughout the game, the defense is going to come in with Bosa and that elite group of complementary pass rushers, and they're going to get after a team. And that's a recipe for success. If you can pack your defense and pack your run game and head off in the playoffs, you got a shot against anybody. So to me, it's about the 49ers not beating themselves. It's about not making those critical mistakes. It is about 4 full quarters of football and they got to be able to do that for 3 more games, right? And that's a tall ask. That's a lot with what we've seen up and down about this 49ers team.
Right.
But I have faith because they can do it. They've proven they can do it, and the eye test is there. Just go watch that first half against Dallas and tell me that they couldn't march through anybody if they played 4 quarters like that.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. We're going to scoot on over to the Dirty South.
Man,
You the Great. Let's say you.
Kev and Rob, they took most of my points, but to piggyback off of them, I feel the same way they do. Like I told y'all before the Dallas game, as long as we play our style of football, ain't nobody beating us. I don't care who it is. You can line any team up on the field with us. I don't care. It can be Kansas City. It can be Buffalo. It can be Tampa. It can be the Rams. It can be anybody, Green Bay. If we play our game, ain't nobody beating us. And I mean, Kyle, for some reason, he looked like he been sticking to his guns. He haven't went off script that much. Right. And I hopefully he can do that all the way to the Super Bowl. But I just feel like we play our ball all game. Ain't nobody beating us.
Right on. Let's go, Sirs. What say you, brother?
I agree with everybody saying, man. I mean, we got healthy at the right time. Coming into the playoffs, we one of the hottest teams coming into the playoffs. So I give all credit to Kyle Shanahan and his organization, man, because we've been through some adversity in the first few weeks of the season. And with injuries and the inconsistencies of Jimmy Garoppolo and things of that nature. But we managed to stay together, hold it together. We was able to come into the playoff with everybody healthy, and these past several games, we've been doing our job, taking care of business on defensive and offensively. So going into the playoffs, man, I'm with everybody else. I'm not fearing anybody in these playoffs. If we can continue, like Rob said, continue to play our brand of football, I don't think anyone's stopping us. I mean, I really don't. Even when Jimmy Garoppolo plays consistent, or when he plays consistent, we Kyle has been able to manage that and to hold on and still come out and bust teams in the mouth. So I mean, it's just, as an organization, Kyle and John, great job of holding this team together, because despite what we've been through early part of the season, look where we're at now. So
right on, Super Dave, the OG.
All right.
Right on, Dollar. Brother.
All season we have cultivated this team into a smash mouth style. That's the style you need for the playoffs. Nobody left out of the 8 teams remaining. Nobody plays smash mouth football better than us. I don't fear anybody, like everybody else has said. And I think we controlled the time of possession in that Dallas game. If we do that against Green Bay and keep our defense fresh, Aaron Rodgers is going to have to pack a lunch. I really don't see it any other way there.
But shit, they got to get past Tampa Bay first. And I'll finish off with and I know it's hard not to go into the Green Bay game, but I'm going back into the Dallas game. One of my biggest takeaways was 19 problems. Debo is playing with a passion that you just a hunger. Did you see that last run he had, that sweep when he cut that corner? They had him trapped off. None of these guys wanted to tackle him. And this boy bull rushed about 4 guys to get that first down. Debo, in words of Chuck D, refuses to lose, man. And that was my take. That was one of my biggest takeaway from that. I mean, when they gave Debo the ball, he made things happen. Like they say, your best players and your elite players are supposed to make plays in big games and in big moments. And Debo did that shit, man. Say what you want. Every time Debo touched the ball, he made something happen. Now,
nobody wants to tackle 220 pounds coming full speed.
Hey, it was a gang of them, and not one person wanted to step up and tackle a boy. So I say Debo. My biggest takeaway from that game was Debo's passion, man.
Debo is a guy who wants to make a difference, man. I'm talking about that dude is a straight animal, bro. He admitted that he told Kyle after Kwan, made the interception. He said, "Give me the ball. We about to score." And when Debo did it, he walked to the sideline and told Kyle, "I told you." And Kyle told him, "Thanks for telling me." You know what I'm saying? So
right.
And everybody's following his lead, because even Ayuk, when he gets the ball, he's not going down, and he's not small either. He's 205, so he's bringing the hits. It's emphatic on Jennings as well. Debo's style is infectious on the entire team, and we're seeing at the right time.
Well, I cannot wait till we could get and I know I'm off topic here. We get number 5 in the building, man, so that we can really see what Ayuk has. Ayuk is an excellent route runner. He stretches the field. He's doing this gadget stuff now based on who we have on the center. But when we get a quarterback,
and it's working.
Yeah, but I mean that. Just imagine if he could do what he really does. I want to see him do what he really does, man. I want us to be able to throw strikes. I love the plaque when number 5's out there. There's big playability. It's always a possible. We're never really out of a game because his kid can make a big play. Right. And Debo himself said it when he caught that bomb against the Texans. Debo said, "I want more of that."
Just check this out. Trey Lance went into that game against Houston and put up Jimmy Garoppolo numbers.
Right.
And Jimmy Garoppolo's a veteran quarterback. Now, if you develop this kid, imagine what his numbers will look like fully developed. So that's a huge bonus, man, going into the future.
Right. You're right. What I'm going to do, well, you guys know I've been, where's it at?
Hey, Don.
Go ahead, brother.
Hey, can you hear me? Hey, you know what was most impressive, I think, about that run with Debo when he scored? Number one, it was the short side of the field. I can't stand running a toss over sweep to the short side of the field.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Number two,
didn't have much room to stretch
the way he reads and sets up blocks is crazy. And that boy saw that crease and pew. You know how fast pew is?
He was gone.
He was gone, boy.
He was gone.
Yeah, I mean,
you can hear Jim Nantz raise his voice as soon as he got through that hole.
Yeah, well, like I say, those guys were sitting back, man. They didn't want no parts of that. They didn't want no parts of that boy. They didn't want no parts of that boy, man. Well, like I said, guys, you know, I've been talking with Sizzle, and you know, Sizzle's buzzing. He's super excited, man, and you know, I think it's about that time. So, faithful around the world and Empire. Welcome to another installment of Sizzle Says.
Trying to help you out right now because I know what it takes to win Super Bowls. I know what it takes to win championships. And I on every level, I have won championship. And there are certain things woven through those teams that I see now in the Dallas Cowboys. I know
this. I love it.
D-Sizzle Pimp, Brookfield, Jungle Boy, walk with a limp, they call me go-to.
Just follow the lead.
This is cool, man, I tell you.
Alright, you know what it is, so let's get to the highlights. Let's see what happened with Dallas. Alright, bye.
They fake it this time to Mitchell. Garoppolo swings it over to him. And what loss this is going to be. 5-9 technique. They get out there and rush. 3rd and 16. There's Wilson tossing it back and out of bounds.
Back.
Number 25. Garoppolo has time. Fires it to an open Ayuk. Look at that zigzag. Gets a block from Debo and is all the way to Debo. Fires his pockets and takes off. Inside the 10. What a run! Touchdown, San Francisco second. There's Mitchell ripping off a big run. 3rd and 11. Down the field.
Come on, Jim.
Back to football. There's the football and Garoppolo. There's an open man. There's Kittle. He's a wide receiver before he moved to TV. Here's a 2nd and 11. Garoppolo getting away from the trouble. And overcomes again.
Well, I cannot say that you didn't win this game once again, Jimmy. But damn, you stretching this out, man. Like they said, man, you keep starting those fires, and now you got to go put it out. But as you see, we couldn't trust you for the rest of the game, man. We had to just go ahead and run it out. But good win, Niners. On to the next. I ain't got too much to say about this game because we got bigger things to do, you know what I'm saying, other than beat Dallas. But last but not least on the list, here you go right here. Bye.
It's your ass, All right. Y'all know D-Sizzle's a wild boy, man. He was actually doing that country dance, man. He was doing that shit. You know, he had that. He had those moves down pack, man. Was those cowboy boots he was wearing? Did he have the boots on too?
I think
Look
so.
like it.
He had the cowboy boots on too.
Yes, he did.
Oh man, let me tell you, D6 was a wild boy, man. He's a wild boy. He's a wild boy. But yeah, man, like just getting back to that Dallas game, like I said, Debo's just playing with that Chuck D. I refuse to lose. Like it ain't no stopping him when he get that ball, man. It's like hell or high water. You're not stopping this guy.
Nope.
When Debo gets the ball, you are not stopping him. You're not stopping him.
Hey, and that's another thing Green Bay didn't see week 3. We wasn't running Debo out the backfield.
No.
We had virtually no running game at all week 3.
Well, like I said, they didn't even they didn't get no parts of Debo.
Nope.
They didn't get no parts of Debo
Hey,
or Mr. Mitchell.
You know what's crazy, man? Unless I'm tripping, the thing that blew my mind, Kyle came out the gate with Debo in the backfield. And I'm like, there you go, baby.
Yeah,
okay.
right away.
Yeah.
Right away.
Show him something different now.
Well, wasn't me or did I think
he was lined up? He's a threat.
But it wasn't me. Did it seem like it was a little too much Debo early? Because they were keying in on that. They were starting to figure that out. Unless he was doing it to lock them to sleep. I mean,
I think he was doing it to lock them to sleep.
Yeah, because it was kind of predictable at a certain point.
But I think Dallas had to know out the gate, especially at that first drive, that they had never played a team like us all season. I mean, they just looked out of sorts.
Look, man, we was out their lane. It was out of their element, But look, guys, I do want to go into the stats for the game. All right, so let's get it. Hey.
Oh no, we on you. Well.
All right, we X'd them out total yards. Well, the passing yards are really more deceiving. I mean, they're passing teams. That's to be expected.
But again, they had no answer for the running game.
Yeah, that's why it's the polar opposite when you go from passing to rushing. There, you got a running team against a passing team. So that reflects in those stats right there.
And they're going to do some soul searching because 14 penalties. I mean, that fourth quarter drive ultimately stopped. If it weren't for those penalties in key moments, they would have had some more time to work with on the clock. That's a sign of an undisciplined team. That starts with their head coach, defensive coordinator, and the offensive coordinator. Those kind of penalties in the playoffs, you have no excuse for those.
Well, you know what I would say to that? The 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. It's not our problem. It wasn't they didn't come out there.
Right.
That was their guy. They had responsibility to get out there and show they practice. They watch game film. If that was the best they could do, hey, tough titty.
Offensive line had a clean sheet, 0 sacks.
0 sacks.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And if we get 33 minutes and 57 seconds of time of possession on anybody, we're not going to lose this game.
No, not at all. We definitely won the time of possession battle. All right, guys, let's get into the game leaders. Jimmy, that one interception didn't even have to happen. Didn't even have to have that.
Didn't even have to have it.
Didn't even have to have that, man. But like you said,
when's the last time you expected Ezekiel Elliott to only get 2.5 yards a carry? Man,
Ezekiel over there stealing money, Dave. Yeah, but they're stealing money, man.
And it's amazing to me that Dak threw the ball 43 times and only had 23 completions for 254 yards to let you know that our secondary was doing their job.
And that pass rush was on him.
Absolutely. Secondary was popping, baby. Secondary was popping.
And their leading receiver, Schultz, I had never even heard of the guy.
I heard of him. I just didn't even. I can't even remember no big plays Schultz made in the game.
I mean, that shit was so insignificant. All right, guys. So we'll get back on with the
All right.
with the discussion. Let's get to these comments, man. I know we got they lighten us over here. Lighten us up over here. Roy Boy. Let's give it up for Roy Boy, y'all. Welcome to the discussion.
What's going on with you?
And Roy Boy says, facts, Dave. All right. Let's give it up for my man, my mellow.
All right.
MC Del G. By the way, y'all, Del
What's
G.
happening, Del?
That's Del G spitting them bars on that intro, man. Del G is down with Real Talk.
They will be heading up to Green Bay. If anybody's heading to Green Bay, there will be a tailgate at Lambeau Field, parking lot number 2 from the 408 Faithfuls, the group that so graciously welcomed us when we were up there against Indianapolis.
Right.
So definitely get with them if you're going to the game.
Right on. Well, you know, Dave gets all this information, man. Roy boy. No, that's good shit. You know, faithfuls that are heading out there, you know, yeah.
Right.
You need to
gotta support there.
Absolutely.
And make sure you pack some warm clothes because you're gonna be cold as a motherfucker.
It'll start at 13 degrees and get colder. So get ready.
Well, let's give a shout out to the 408, y'all. We know firsthand what it's like to watch the 49ers during inclement weather, man. I mean, we've been out there in this bomb cycle and watched them, you know. So these guys going out there in the cold, you know, that's, you know, Dave said something when we were out there. Real faithfuls do this kind of shit. We do.
Right.
Anybody can go out there on a nice sunny day and watch, but we go out and we go through the storm to see these boys, man. So nobody could ever question our faithful, you know,
exactly.
our faithfulness ever. Roy Boy said this could be interesting if we get good Jimmy and Bosa and Warner.
They're gonna play.
Yeah, they're gonna play.
All right.
But the only uncertainty there is, like he said, good Jimmy.
He's playing. He was okay. He's sitting on the sidelines for the rest of the game.
Warner
already said he's going to play, and I know people were concerned about Ambry Thomas and a bone bruise. It's not a contusion. He's going to play. Everybody, if they're able, is going to play.
Right on. So Dave from PA says, facts. You could also tell they never faced a defense like ours. Dak looked like he forgot how to throw a ball. Right on.
Amen.
All right.
49er face for Dave from PA. Definitely. Panama, she says, dear damn fool. Panama's crazy, boy. My man from Pomona, P-Town. It was the cap gun for me, Ellen.
Go to this last comment.
Yeah, I know I did.
Go to this last comment from Chris Graziani.
Yeah, Neon Dion says, I love Sizzle. LOL, dancing a little jig. Yeah, these Sizzle was getting it in, man. He was getting it, man.
Go to this last comment from Chris Graziani.
All right. What's going on, Chris? Welcome to Real Talk Niner Talk. Welcome to the discussion. Okay, Chris Canziani says, Green Bay playing mistake-free football. We can't even have 9 penalties again.
I agree there.
It's a good takeaway.
This is one of their prima donnas in the NFL. So anything close, they're going to give it to Green Bay. So you cannot make mistakes, especially on their home turf.
Right. Okay, Roy Boy says, 88 game at Soldier Field is my favorite.
Yes. Well, that was extremely cold game.
Taking it back. Yeah.
NFC Championship game. We rolled through them, but yeah.
Okay. Well, Super Del G brings has some information. Dave Cohn will be doing a tailgate as well with heated area as well. Okay.
All right. So you got some alternatives there.
Yeah. Well, Del, I mean, if you want to be specific with the location of that, you know, feel free.
Please plug it in.
Chats. Yeah. Let's inform the faithful, man. You know, let's inform the faithful. Okay, we got brother Marquis Exum of Always Faithful 24/7.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. The secondary was on point. They didn't target Ambry Thomas as much as they did Mosley. I wonder why. Good question.
Good question.
They didn't go at. Yeah, they didn't go at.
Amber had only had 4 targets, 2 receptions for like 24 yards.
Yeah. I mean, they really, you're right. They really didn't try the boy. I'll be honest, they didn't really try him like that. But could it also be because that pressure was just coming?
That's part of it, but Mosley
But
was
like
never
Cersei said earlier, hell, like Thomas was running the routes for him. He was on them bars, man, like a cheap suit.
Yeah, man.
They weren't ready for that.
All right.
All before the game, they were talking about how weak our secondary was.
Right.
But that was before.
But they couldn't expose it. They couldn't expose it.
No.
Y'all remember that when they tried to throw that damn deep pass and Ambry and Ward was there for the interception? And Ward called
had to
for
do was
it.
catch it. Ward had to do was catch it.
He called for it, but then he said he don't know what he was thinking. He said he don't know what he was doing when he called for it. Because Amber was in better position for him to catch it. Because Amber had no ran clean past CD. He was in front of him, like he looked like they were throwing the ball to him.
All right, there's more information
All
from
right, there's
Dale G on
information
their tailgate.
Dale G on Dave Cohn's tailgate. So I'm gonna leave it up and let it rock for a minute, So anybody heading out to the game, can get the information. Step on over there, hang out with my homie, man. Dale G.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That's the lyricist on our intro, man. That's my man. Dale G spits. Fire. Hot fire. Yeah, man. But getting back to Ambry, I think a big part of it, and we've got on this show and said this how many times every week. We say if the rush could get home, that's going to help those guys tremendously. So I think a little bit of that played into the pressure.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to have both of those corners on point next week, but I'll get into that on Friday.
Yeah, Friday, yeah. Just so you guys know, Friday we're back with the pregame for the NFL divisional game against the Green Bay Slackers, because that's what they're gonna be when we get there. We're gonna take care of the cats, man. We're gonna turn them into Slackers, Let's give it up for Monty Williams, y'all. What's up, Monty?
Yes.
Yeah, we saw him lay out that
Yeah,
boy.
we saw that.
And word to Silverado, he put him on his pockets.
I thought he was gonna get a penalty for it, but I'm glad he did.
Me too. Marquis Bexham.
Diggs is seeing that in his sleep still.
Yes, sir. This is Brother Mark here, guys. Always faithful 24/7. Mosley led the defense with tackles.
He is very active.
Yeah.
Shit, that's because they were going at him every play.
Well, that's true too.
He didn't fold.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the information sit for a minute.
Man, but you go back and watch that game though, and you see Diggs. It seemed like Diggs gave up on a lot of them routes. He was walking. Ayuk was running, and he was just walking, or either jogging a little bit.
Hey,
but
man,
he said, "Fuck it."
They were out of their league, man. They were out of their element.
We were too physical.
You know what? Ayuk did a bit of Seattle. They run a route, you have him covered, and he improvises. Diggs wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, when he spent off, and Jimmy had to just hit him, Jimmy. That's the difference between number 5 and number 10, guys. I don't see number 5 missing guys wide open like that.
Yeah, me either.
We've seen him throw strike after strike, and every opportunity he had, we've seen this guy throw strikes, man.
Hey, even the pass he hit Ayuk on. Ayuk had Diggs beat. All Jimmy had to do was lay it out in front of him, and it was a touchdown.
Just lay it there, man. And that's what I mean. You're taking points off you're leaving food on the table, Jimmy. Jimmy leave a lot of money on the table, man. MC Dale G says Jimmy G shoulder sprain and thumb. Is it okay, or is Trey playing?
I'm gonna say this.
They say he threw today with no issue.
Especially with the style of play we're gonna have Saturday. To me, it does not matter whether Trey starts or if they keep Jimmy starting. In fact, this game would be more an advantage for Trey because it's going to be emphasized on the run, and Trey brings more of an explosive element with our running game than Jimmy does. So if Jimmy doesn't play, I'm confident we'll still be successful with Trey Lance, even more so.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean, number 5, man. I just really hope, when he gets his turn, I hope this fan base can be as patient with him,
right,
as they are with number 10, and they're gonna have to be. I had a dude earlier. What did he say in the Google? It was actually a Grant. One of Grant's videos was in the comment section, and he said, "Oh, he reminds me of Jamarcus Russell," and I'm tired of hearing that.
Oh,
I'm tired of hearing that. How
it's
do
not
you get?
even
How the hell?
close.
I said you could tell all that, and he started throwing all these, points out there to prove his case. And I'm like, well, how do you get all that from a brother who only played 2 games, man?
Who said that?
This is some knucklehead on one in Grant's comments.
Hey, but and you go watch Grant.
He's a
you go watch it.
He don't know football.
Yeah, but no,
But
Brandon
you go
said
watch,
some idiot in his comment section said it. I don't mean to
Yeah,
call
you go
the guy
watch.
an idiot,
You go watch Grant. You watch that show, and Grant did. He was like, somebody came back and said that it seemed like the fans only hate him because he black, and Grant was like, he didn't want to say it, but he said, look like it's true.
And that's what I said to the guy. I said, are you saying that just because they're black? You know, I said, because what else could it be? You don't have big enough sample size to make that kind of assessment. You know, but you know, it is what it is, man. People are gonna be how they are. Trey gonna show them.
Man, that's the way of the world, man. People in this world will say stuff that just stupid, and when they say, you know, they are what they say. You know what I'm saying? If you say something stupid, you are stupid. You know.
Yeah. And Grant also said he said Steve Young was like a scrambling quarterback. He ran and he threw, and the 49ers faithful praised him,
loved him.
But then you get a quarterback like Cap and Trey Lance, and they hate him because they want to run with the ball.
Right. Let's get to Grant Cohn for keeping it real on that.
One thing I'll say about Grant Cohn, he pulls no punches.
No, he doesn't.
As we had him on the show before, so.
All right, you. Roy Boy says that black Niner hat is Dizzo. Yes, he did.
That is dope.
All right.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, we do what we do here, you know. 49er Faithful Dave from PA says, well, Roy, you can thank Kyle for that. I'm sorry. I need more context on that. Okay. Rookie scare me. I wish Trey had more games under his belt. Okay. And that was his response to that.
Right.
You can blame Kyle for that. All right. In the place to be, we got our homie, Denise G. Denise says, I can't wait to see Trey Lance take this league by storm. You know what?
All right.
I'm gonna give Denise to Don DeMarco for that.
Don DeMarco.
Absolutely, Denise, and we're right with you.
There's not a person here that disagrees with you.
I can't wait.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, and we feel the same way, and it's not because he's black, it's because he's a better quarterback. He's the man. I think he's a better fit for the job. He's gonna
There's just so much more team. There's more possibilities with Trey Lance in the lineup.
Yes, and think about it, the boy only 21. I mean, we got this kid for years.
I just want to say this, man. I'm real serious when I say this. It don't matter if you white, black, green, or purple. We got some people blessed with 2 arms. Some people are blessed with 2 legs. They function the same. You can do this, you can do that with both of them. Everybody in this world that have limbs can do what they want to do with their limbs. And if they can do something in their life using their limbs that God blessed them with, if you work on it, anybody can do it. Don't matter it don't matter the color. God didn't make it that way. God made it a way everybody on this earth can do whatever the next person can do.
Every man has free will. Every man has free will. You're right. You choose, you will or you won't, you do or you don't, as they say.
Right. So color is not an issue at all. Don't matter what color you are. I mean, everybody puts their pants on the same way. So they can kill it with that, man.
That's a W is a W. I don't care what color you are.
Yeah, you can be purple. You can be motherfucking the Grinch out there. You can be neon green. Shit, if you making plays, you do what you got to do, man. We down with you. You know, we down with you. The 49er Faithful Dave from PA, my guy. He says all of wide receivers, or I guess all of the wide receivers are going to be balling once he takes over. It's going to open up Kyle's playbook like crazy. Yes, sir. Get out of here. Don DeMarco. Absolutely.
Dave, stop hitting him with all these heat rocks.
Trey Lance is going to take Kyle's scheme to the next level. You heard it. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
I believe it.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
All right.
All right. We got my man in the building. MISSISSIPPI. Boy, give it up for Mississippi boy, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for rocking out with Real Talk 9 to Talk, my brother. All right, always faithful 24/7. Representative Marquis Exum says, here's a trivia question, guys. In 2006, Frank Gore rushed for over 1,695 yards, breaking the Niners single season record set by former University of Georgia running back in 1998.
The burst, Garrison
My
Hurst.
boy Hurst.
Yeah, Garrison Hurst. Well, let's give it up anyway for Brother Marquis with the tidbit of trivia. We appreciate it. And by the way, guys, I discussed with the brother over at Always Faithful, and I told him we're going to set up a stream, and we're going to have him on. And he had some pretty interesting tidbits, man. He had some historical information on what a 49er really is, and it was very interesting. I said, you got to come on the show. We got to talk about it, man. It's going to lead to some other stuff, but yeah, we got to have the brother on. He's a very deep brother, man. Very deep. All right. Very deep brother.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, Marquis. Keep coming with it, Marquis. We real faithfuls on here. We got you. We got you. But look, guys, I want to move on along here, and I want to get into the fun facts on the quarterback.
The strike.
Hey. Fun facts on the quarterback. We got Jimmy Garoppolo versus Dak Prescott. Okay, Jimmy went 16 for 25 on catch attempts to Dak's 23 out of 34. Now, mind you, we're a running team, they're a passing team, so that's okay. I'm good with that. All right, as far as total yards, Jimmy averaged 172 in the air to Dak's 254. Jimmy averaged 6.9 on average to Dak's 5.9. Jimmy had no touchdowns, threw for no touchdowns. Dak threw for one. They both had an interception apiece. And look at that sack comparison. 0. Jimmy had a clean uniform for once, y'all. As opposed to Dak's 5 sacks, giving up 40 yards. Jimmy closes the game out with a 67.4 quarterback rating to Dak's 69.3.
All right.
And that is fun facts for the quarterback. Right. I'm sorry.
It was a tale of two halves.
Yeah.
In the first half, he was 11 for 14. He was hot coming out the gate.
Right.
And then he went 5 for 11 in the second half for only 39 yards and that INT. So,
right. But you got to also remember too.
If we could just take his first half and combine Trey Lance's second half that he had against Houston, we'd be in great shape.
Yeah. But you got to remember, we had to take the air at the ball for fucking because of Jimmy. We had to take the air at the ball. You know, you hand the ball off the rest of the game. We had to Trent Dilfer his ass. You know,
it was a safe play.
Yeah. Well, listen, nobody wanted Jimmy throwing the ball after the interception. I didn't want to. Then listen, did you see the screen he threw to Kittle's feet?
Oh man! Oh my God!
What are you doing out there? No, he hands the ball. You hand the ball off the rest of the way, man. Please don't throw the ball no more.
That almost killed me, man. Right.
And like I said, that's why those numbers look the way they are. They had to take the ball. They had the ball for Jimmy. They're not doing that with Dak. They letting Dak air it out.
Let me ask y'all this.
Well, thank God that was a bad pass.
Due to the fact,
shit,
it's going to be cold up there. Do you think the cold weather is going to affect like his thumb and his shoulder? Because cold weather, especially with people who have arthritis, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
cold weather kind of like ignites pain.
I think so.
That's exactly why you should run the ball more.
Yeah.
Well, I think what they got to do on the side with those team doctors and aides and shit like that, they got to keep them heating pads and shit on them. Keep them glued to them heating pads when he comes out. When the defense is on the field.
But I feel like we should let him throw the ball 8 to 10 times.
Yeah.
We should see Jeff Wilson, Mitchell, Sermon, Hasty. All of them better have 15 plus touches.
You need to rotate them, man. Rotate them.
Right.
You don't want to.
There's no reason not to in this game.
Right.
You're right. Like I said, we had to take the after ball because this guy here, man. We don't know what Jimmy you're gonna get. The first half, Jimmy came out half-ass decent. Second half, he trying to get a game away.
It's got nothing to do with cold weather. I mean, he was in New England for a couple years. He did go to Eastern Illinois for college, so He's
Right.
used to the weather. I'm just not used to the inconsistencies that he has, or I don't want to be used to that. So
You
just
should be
hand
used
the
to
ball
it.
Right on, right on.
Jimmy, I know it's gonna be cold up there, but we don't need no fire right now. We don't need no fire.
No, and you got to, like you say, you got to stop. He's got to stop putting, starting these fires that he single-handedly has to put out.
Yeah, we rather go up there shake. We rather be shaking it. They rather be shaking it cold up there instead of you trying to start a fire the way they can. We don't. We all right. We don't need no fire.
Absolutely.
Kev, I want to ask a question just beforehand. Don't answer it now. But in the first game that we had in week 3, the Packers kind of countered our D line with a bunch of quick passes. Seeing that and the team we have now, I don't want you to answer it this show, but next show. What would D'Amico do scheme wise to kind of counter that?
I don't know if he heard you. Did you hear him, Kev? Yeah, did you hear him?
Yeah, I heard him.
Oh.
If it's me, with the quick passes, I'm going a lot of cover 2. Send them corners at 35 yards on the line of scrimmage, inside shade. You know what I'm saying? And having linebackers respect the hood, the curl zone, and more pressure up front. But see, that'll bode well for us though, because they're not going to pass the ball like that in that cold weather. Nah, you know what I'm saying? So
There ain't gonna be a whole lot of passing.
they're gonna have to run the ball more.
Right.
But to answer your question, that's what I would do. I'll do a whole lot more a high cover 2. You know what I'm saying? With the play inside shade, sitting 35 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Right on. Let's give it up for Silverado with that defensive breakdown. And with that said, guys, we out. This is our departing groove. You guys know what part of the show this is.
Yes, sir.
So once again, we want to thank all the real talkers, each and every one of you, for rocking out tonight with Real Talk 9 to Talk and being a part of tonight's NFC Wildcard playoff discussion. Give yourself a round of applause for the real talkers. Also, we want to give a round of applause to our guest, Brother Shu. He had to depart because he had another stream starting up in shortly, and guess he ran out of time. Real Talk 9 to Talk. We can go here. Let's give it up for Brother Shu and the
Yes.
Left Shoe Podcast. Let's give it up, guys.
Rob.
Make sure you get over there and support that guy.
Hey, I gotta go. You're getting busy, so I'm gonna holler at y'all. Appreciate y'all.
You got it, brother.
All right, sir.
All right, sirs. Yes, sir.
Oh, also to the real talkers, we want to thank you guys. We jumped over 500 on Monday.
Yeah,
We're
at the
in the
halfway mark.
520s. Please keep telling the fellow faithfuls to watch the show. We got more heat for you, especially on Friday. Watch what I do with this jersey on Friday.
Super 49 Faithful Dave for PX. Yes, Friday, 7 p.m. Not Saturday. Saturday's the game. We're going to be on Friday at 7 for the pregame. All right? So like we always say around this time, stay faithful, but more importantly, stay real. If you're not real, it makes no sense to be faithful. Get us on out of here, Jew.
Hey, yo, fellas, once again, man, awesome show. Man, love y'all dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep the heat coming to them. Like OG said, man, the subs went up. I mean, they went up crazy fast, too, like overnight. We appreciate that. Real talkers, man. Look, y'all keep it up. Like we always say, man, look, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? Come on over here and rock out with us, man. They won't be disappointed. We're going to keep y'all entertained like we do every show, you know what I mean? So just keep rocking out with us, man. We're going to keep bringing y'all this heat. And we over 500 subscribers right now. We're going to do a giveaway when we get to 1,000.
Yeah.
So y'all keep pumping it, man. Keep trying to get us up to that 1,000, man. And man, we're gonna start doing some things, man, to give back to the people. We got some big things coming.
Yeah, we got mugs, we got merch. We're gonna give, we're definitely gonna do our thing on these giveaways, man. And we're looking to make it happen, man. So get us to 1-000, and we're gonna let it go.
That's right.
I know that was corny, y'all, but mine, man. I had to make it rhyme somehow.
Right.
Hey, we most definitely go ahead here.
Oh no, I thought you had something to say, brother. I saw you raise your hand.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, but we most definitely got something big coming up Saturday, and this is ass whooping we about to put on Green Bay. So
absolutely,
let's get it, man. Y'all come back, rock out with us Friday, same time, same place, and we'll see y'all then. Hey, Niner Gang over everything. We out.
Peace.
To the Trey Lance haters. Shut up and wait for the next game. That.
Welcome to the Niner Empire. What up, Spartans? LG in the building. Empire. Niner Empire.
Spartans of the night, baby, what's the plan?
49ers, Niner Empire. 49ers, Niner Empire. 49ers, Niner Empire. 49ers, Niner Empire. We them Niners, Spartans of the night, Niner Empire. Gold-blooded loyalty, desire. Red and gold, black, no the attire. 49ers, Empire. Don't rush. Spartans of the night, baby, what's the plan? What's your profession? Yo, we came to win. It's the kickoff, what's the position? Vince Lombardi, the decision, Super Bowl intentions. Heavy combat, 3-4-4-3 contact. Defensive compact, offensive cortex. We on a mission, gold mine, golden eye vision. Competition raising high, 49 adrenaline. Winning with class, cover zone pass protection. Linebacker blitz, pass interception. Turnover, new face, new direction. Pistol formation, runner shoot, not a confection. We on Titans, legacy's connection. Empire for hire, no bandwagon suggestions. And live and learn the lessons, a legend's question. Essence of warriors, winning like champions. Die hard, faithfully, this is our confession. We came to win, baby, that's our profession. Hey, we them Niners, Spartans of the night, Niner Empire. Gold-blooded loyalty, desire. Red and gold, black, no the attire. 49ers, Empire. Don't rush. Spartans of the night, baby, what's the plan? What's your profession? Yo, we came to win. Running back, sweep left, audible right. NFL game.